ever feel like you're constantly running a marathon without a finish line? Like you're juggling a dozen balls, and the moment you drop one, they all come tumbling down? We've all been there. Today we're diving into the world of work-life balance and how you, yes you, can avoid burning out. We're talking time management, self-care, and the art of saying no. Intrigued? You should be. What if I told you it's possible to be productive without running yourself ragged? Between work, house chores, family and social life, the juggle is real for women. Each day women don a multitude of hats, effortlessly transitioning from one role to another. From being the loving mother who makes breakfast, the professional who nails the presentation, to the friend who lends a listening ear, women are the epitome of multitasking. Let's take my friend Jane, for instance. Jane is an accomplished lawyer, a mother of 3, and an active member of her community. She's always in high gear, trying to squeeze 28 hours into a 24-hour day. The pressure to excel in all these aspects and the pursuit of perfection had her on a tightrope walk. But here's the thing. It's not about being perfect in every role, every time. It's about finding a rhythm that works for you, without losing yourself in the process. So, when life starts to feel like a constant balancing act, it's time to reassess. Work-life balance isn't just a trendy phrase, it's a crucial part of a fulfilling life. Now you might ask, what is work-life balance? Simply put, it's the equilibrium between the time and energy devoted to your career and the time and energy spent on other aspects of life, like family, friends, hobbies and self-care. But why is it important? Well, having a balanced life is essential for your physical, mental and emotional health. It helps you avoid burnout, a state of chronic stress that leads to exhaustion, cynicism and feelings of detachment. Work-life balance also increases productivity and satisfaction in both your personal and professional life. It allows you to enjoy the fruits of your labor without feeling overwhelmed or stressed. Imagine a seesaw. On one side, you have work, and on the other, life. If one side gets too heavy, the seesaw tips over. That's why balance is key. Remember, work-life balance isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Burnout isn't just about being tired, it's a deep-seated resentment and loss of enthusiasm. Imagine a pot left unattended on the stove. It simmers quietly until suddenly it's boiling over, creating a mess. That's burnout. It sneaks up on you, starts as a dull feeling of exhaustion, then morphs into an emotional drain that feels like you're walking through a fog. Take Sarah, a high achiever who loves her job. She started feeling tired all the time, and it escalated to a point where she found herself dreading Mondays. The job she once loved turned into a chore. Her energy levels plummeted, she started making mistakes, and her productivity took a nosedive. Sarah's story is all too common. We're so focused on keeping all the balls in the air that we forget to check in with ourselves. We push through the fatigue thinking it's temporary, but it's not. Burnout doesn't happen overnight, it's a gradual process that can be prevented. Managing time effectively isn't about squeezing more into your day, it's about prioritizing what truly matters. It's about understanding that every yes to one thing is a no to another. Now let's talk hacks. First, start with the planner. Not only does it help you remember things, but it also gives you a visual perspective of your time. Second, block off time for important tasks. This could be anything from a workout session to a quiet hour of reading. Next, try the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. It's simple, but it helps maintain focus and productivity. Lastly, embrace the power of no. If something doesn't serve your goals or values, it's okay to turn it down. Time is your most valuable asset, use it wisely. Remember, you control your time, don't let it control you. Self-care isn't just about bubble baths and spa days, it's about taking care of your physical, emotional and mental health. We're not talking about a one-off indulgence, but a consistent routine that helps you recharge and rejuvenate. Imagine self-care as the fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly amidst life's twists and turns. Take Jane, for instance. She's a high-flying executive who used to work round the clock until she realized she was on the brink of burnout. Now, Jane starts her day with a 20-minute meditation session, takes regular breaks and ends her day with a calming bedtime ritual. She's more productive, happier and healthier than ever before. Or consider Tom, a primary school teacher. He's incorporated a brisk 10-minute walk into his lunch break routine, and it's done wonders for his energy levels and mental clarity. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for a balanced and fulfilling life. Setting boundaries isn't about being selfish, it's about protecting your energy and well-being. Picture this, you're a smartphone, your energy is the battery, and your daily tasks are the apps. Some apps are essential, but others are just draining your battery. Now, let's apply this to real life. Those countless meetings that could have been emails, the favor you did for a friend that took up your entire afternoon, the extra workload you took on because you didn't want to say no, these are your energy-draining apps. Identifying these drainers is the first step. Then it's about setting boundaries. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable at first, like deleting a well-loved app, but remember, it's essential for your battery life. You might set a rule to not check work emails after 6, or to say no to requests that don't align with your priorities. Remember, setting boundaries is a form of self-care. Saying no isn't about being rude, it's about respecting your own time and energy. Let's discuss the importance of this small but mighty word. Imagine you're at work, and your co-worker asks if you can take on their project because they're swamped. You're already up to your neck with your own tasks, but you don't want to let them down. Sounds familiar, right? Here's the kicker. It's perfectly fine to say no. Really it is. You're not a superhero, and it's not your job to save everyone else at the expense of your own sanity. Saying no isn't about disregarding others. It's about preserving your energy for the tasks that truly matter to you. It's like when you're on an airplane and the safety video tells you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. You can't pour from an empty cup, after all. Remember, it's okay to say no. Managing your to-do list isn't just about ticking off tasks, it's about prioritizing and delegating. Imagine your to-do list as a garden. All tasks are plants, but not all plants need the same care. Some tasks, like roses, need more of your attention, while others, like succulents, can be left to their own devices. Prioritization is about watering your roses first. Ask yourself, what tasks will have the most impact? These are your roses. Focus on them first. Delegation, on the other hand, is like hiring a gardener for your succulents. It's about recognizing that you don't have to do everything yourself. You can delegate tasks that others can handle just as well, if not better. This could be anything from delegating a work project to a capable colleague, to hiring a cleaning service for your home. Remember, you don't have to do it all. Perfection isn't the goal, balance is. Now let's delve into that. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of life, striving for perfection in every task. But here's the thing, perfection is an illusion, a mirage in the desert of life. It's unattainable and can lead you astray. A personal story comes to mind. Once upon a time I tried to juggle it all, work, home, fitness, friends, aiming for perfection in every sphere. But guess what? I ended up feeling overwhelmed and drained, far from perfect. It's when I embraced my imperfections, accepted that I can't do it all, that I found my balance. So let go of the idea that everything has to be perfect. Embrace the beauty of imperfection. Give yourself the grace to make mistakes, to learn, to grow. Remember, you're human, not a robot. It's okay to be imperfect. Taking breaks isn't a waste of time. It's a crucial part of maintaining your well-being and productivity. Now, when we say breaks, we're not talking about an hour-long siesta or a 2-week vacation. We're referring to little pockets of downtime, moments of tranquility sprinkled throughout your day. These are your micro-self-care moments. 5 minutes to stretch, a 2-minute deep breathing exercise, or a quick 10-minute walk around the block. Imagine you're running a marathon. You wouldn't sprint the whole way, would you? No, you'd pace yourself, take water breaks, perhaps slow down to a walk every now and then. Why should your workday be any different? These small breaks act as mini refreshers, rejuvenating your mind and keeping you from hitting that dreaded wall of burnout. They're like little islands of calm in the sea of your bustling day. Remember, taking a break isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of self-respect. Enjoying the video so far? Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like buttons. It's just a click, but it means a world to us. Stay tuned for more enlightening content and let's keep this conversation going. Now, let's dive back into our discussion. Sleep isn't just about resting your body. It's about rejuvenating your mind and spirit. Imagine sleep as the ultimate reset button, a time when your body and mind work together to restore energy and repair the wear and tear of the day. It's like a nightly tune-up for your internal engine, keeping you running smoothly and efficiently. Consider those nights when you've skimped on sleep. Remember the sluggishness, the brain fog, and the third cup of coffee that still didn't quite cut it? Now think about those mornings after a full 8 hours of sleep. The clarity, the energy, the feeling of being ready to conquer the day. Sleep is a non-negotiable part of work-life balance. It's the foundation on which we build productivity and wellness. Without it, we're constructing our lives on shaky ground. So prioritize those 8 hours. Make your bedroom a sanctuary. Create a bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's time to rest. Remember, sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Having a support system isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. We've all heard the saying, "No man is an island," and it's true. We are social creatures by nature, built to thrive in communities, not in isolation. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a woman named Jane. She was a go-getter, always pushing herself to the limit, but one day she hit a wall. The work, the stress, the pressure, it became too much. She felt like she was drowning. But then she reached out to her friends, her family, her colleagues. She started delegating tasks, sharing her worries and leaning on others for support. And you know what? It worked. She felt lighter, more balanced and happier. The moral of the story? Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Build a strong support system and lean on it during challenging times. Remember, you don't have to do it all alone. Putting yourself first isn't selfish. It's essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. In our journey today, we've explored the importance of understanding your demands, setting boundaries and saying no without guilt. We've learned that embracing imperfection and delegating tasks can free up precious time for self-care. We've discovered that small breaks and good sleep are valuable. Remember, you aren't alone in this. Remember, prioritizing yourself isn't an act of selfishness. It's an act of self-love. That's all for today, folks. We've journeyed through the importance of work-life balance and self-care. We're grateful you joined us. We invite you to share your thoughts, experiences and tips in the comments below. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Until next time, take care of yourself.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.